This lesson will teach you all about imagery. Imagery is a type of figurative language that creates description by appealing to the five senses. It allows the author to transform something ordinary into something poetic. An example of this can be seen in the description of trees. Ordinary writers might describe trees as green, tall, or old. Poets might describe trees as being jade, towering, or more wrinkled than a 100-year-old man's face. Here's a poem using that ordinary description of trees. Trees by Miss Monroe. Trees are green, tall, old. Pretty ordinary poem, right? Here's another poem that uses the descriptive language. Seeing Trees by Miss Monroe. Trees are jade green, their boughs towering over my head, face to trunk with bark more wrinkled than a 100-year-old man's face. Much more descriptive. Here's another example of a very descriptive poem based on an everyday object. New Notebook by Judith Thurman. Lines in a new notebook run even and fine, like telephone wires across a snowy landscape. With wet, black strokes, the alphabet settles between them, comfortable as a flock of crows. Gives you a very different way of conceiving of a notebook. Here are some descriptions of vanilla ice cream. An ordinary writer might say things like cold, sweet, white. Can you think of a more poetic way to describe vanilla ice cream? How about a chair? What might an ordinary writer use to describe a chair? Now, think of transforming those ordinary words into something more poetic. What appeals to your sense of sight, of touch, of smell as you think about a chair? Use these new descriptions to create a poem of your own, all about a chair that you know.